First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, and then they fight you. And then you win. So when you think of those three stages, it reminds me of three things that I want to talk about tonight. Humble beginnings, jealousy, and leadership. You see, when you start humble, no one expects anything out of you. In my life, I started as a very humble boy. I'm a Murungu, a Mukiwa, which is a white Zimbabwean, born in humble circumstances. You'll probably not know this or believe me, but I was born in Zimbabwe, which is a government hospital, like many thousands and millions of Zimbabweans. My parents were living on a gold mine. We did not have a house. My mother used to cook food on a wooden fire, and the roof was a grass roof with mud walls. But yet I stand here today, and everything that I've been able to do from nothing, I give credit to God, my Father in heaven, because it really is His favor. And I salute Him. Glory be to God. And I want to say that we must not despise humble beginnings, because by simple and small things, great things are brought to pass. The last 2 days I've witnessed the commitment of the Zimbabweans that have come to London to showcase Zimbabwe, and I congratulate and salute them all, because this is the Zimbabwe we want to see of the future. These humble beginnings are the seeds of a great future of our nation. The second thing I wanted to talk about is jealousy, which is what Gandhi talked about when he said, first they ignore you and then they laugh at you. When you're doing something that no one else is doing, they don't take you seriously, they laugh at you. Or they're jealous of you. They try to disrupt you. And us as Zimbabweans, we may have differences politically, socially, and economically. But we have one thing in common, and that is the love of our land, Zimbabwe. Let us unite around Zimbabwe. Let us work together in unity. And let us showcase our country to other countries. Here, when we are outside our country, let us all be ambassadors and represent our country so that people do not laugh at us. Because the sensationalism of the past, let's put it behind us and let's move forward. Lastly, I want to talk of leadership. John Maxwell is a leadership guru, and he said that leaders are people that are able to take you somewhere where you've not been before. And I believe at my company, Westprop, we are known as the premier developer of tomorrow's market. Because I believe that we're taking you somewhere where you've not been before. We are building new cities. We have committed 1 billion bricks to be put in the ground by 2050. And over the next 27 years, we are putting $5 billion into building Zimbabwe. We are going to see this happen. We're going to realize this vision. So far, we've built 5.4 million bricks. I wish I could show you the brick counter on the screen, because it's an image that tells the whole story in one photograph. At every site, currently we have 5 sites where we're building our buildings. And at every site, we have a digital display of the bricks. How many bricks every day are being used to building that site? At Millennium Heights, where we're building 1,000 flats, we've completed 200 of them now. We have a sign that says there's 1.4 million bricks on this site. And there's 5.4 million bricks on all the sites. And there's 54 million bricks in the pipeline of sales that we've already made. That means that we are 6% into the vision of 1 billion bricks. We've achieved 6% of that vision. Zimbabwe is a great country. And I know that the future of Zimbabwe is much greater than you can all imagine. And that's why we as a company, me as an individual, are committed to the future of Zimbabwe. Not the Zimbabwe of next year or of the next 10 years, but the Zimbabwe of the next 50 years. We are building Zimbabwe for the next generation. And what we are saying at Westprop today, by going public, by listing on the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange, we're saying to the public, come forward with as little as $50 and buy shares in our company. So that when we build the iconic Mall of Zimbabwe and the luxury Hills Golf Estate, which is the first PGA Championship golf estate in Zimbabwe, the second one in Africa, and the first branded residence with a 5-star hotel in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, ahead of South Africa. We're taking Zimbabwe to a new level, an ultra-luxury estate that has not been envisaged before. When we say we're bringing Dubai to Zimbabwe, we literally mean it. We're building skyrise, high-rise buildings, towers. Some of them will have artificial seas at the bottom of them with beaches in Harare, in Zimbabwe. And that is because we believe in the future of Zimbabwe. The last thing I want to say to you tonight is you are the future of Zimbabwe. And it's not about me, and it's not about you, but it's about us. Because together we can make a difference, and we are making a difference. The people of Zimbabwe is our greatest asset. It's not the minerals. And to honor the founder, Conrad, the gold share that you want, we sell it for $50,000 US. And it guarantees you in 5 years a 5% discount on a property. And it's actually a gold brick. So when you buy it, we'll give you a gold brick that represents the share. And we're not part of the gold market, but we have gold shares. So in closing, it's not the minerals. It's not the lithium, which is 8 mines coming online in the next 2 years. 4 which will be operational this year. And they'll produce almost $10 billion a year. That's doubling the exports of Zimbabwe. That's one mineral. We're endowed with so many more minerals. It's not the agriculture that you all know how rich the agriculture is and how that sector has been reformed. It's not even the wildlife and the natural beauty of Zimbabwe. The GDP of Zimbabwe is the people, the power of the people, our capacity together, the IP that we have together as Zimbabweans in the diaspora is a multiple of 100 times of what's in the earth of Zimbabwe. Come back, people of Zimbabwe. Build your country, love your country, do your best you can. Thank you very much.